Megatron must be stopped, no matter the cost. Skadoosh! Really, man? Who shoots a rock at me ever? And here's the second of my pickups this week. Thank you for sticking through the crude intro there. We got More Than Meets the Studio Series Optimus, the battle damaged version with the rock sticking out of his chest. Beautiful artwork on the side of the box. I love the wrap. He's got one shall stand, and I'm assuming that on the 10th when Megatron comes, it'll say one shall fall. And then you got Optimus all busted up there, and you get all the busted gory details there. Optimus battles his nemesis Megatron. Can't wait to get the second part of this a little bit later on the 10th, and pause and scan here. For those of you still looking in store, did not get this pre-ordered. Hopefully the pre-orders got to everybody that pre-ordered. Transformers the movie in French there, parlez du français. And getting into the brass tacks, there he is all busted up. Let's take a closer look at those details. He comes with two accessories. He's got the rock that got shot by Megatron's tank mode there, and my little crude reenactment. And it's red painted, the rock gold color, hollowed out. It's like one side is not, the other side is. I am sick of this. Hopefully that'll change one day in the not too distant future. Maybe not. You get his pew pew that can be stored on the back side of the truck mode. Everything looks pretty much normal there until you get back around the front again. You got a busted hole here in the front of the cab, some cracked windows, and when we do a comparison here, guys, with the original release, you can see with the naked eye, this is actually, you can see on the camera, this is a darker cherry red than that original red. You got the nice, like these are clear plastic, kind of like that MD-005 had, but these has got this own design of cracked windshields. You got to look at both the cabs there on the side and how that turns out. The back sides, this looks to be darker blue than this. And on the camera, you really can't see it. And then it could just be me. I'm 50 years old and we got a busted shoulder here, nothing busted there. And top down, you can see the new one on the bottom there, new one on the top. I got the weapons off place. And I want to say that the new one has a darker tinge color there of weaponry. Maybe, yeah, and then lighter with the old one. So there's all that, guys. We're going to set them back around here and keep spinning. There we go. And that's about going to do it for vehicle mode. Let's get them converted over into robot mode. They both roll really, really good. Transforms the exact same. The comparison for what they released Studio Series 86 Megatron with. And like I said, we'll be getting the busted version of this guy on the 10th. So hopefully I can snag him. Now let's get him transformed over to the robot modes. And here they are in the robot modes, and the matrix chambers opened. This one has a lighter colored shield over the matrix. This has a darker colored. This was just easier to do this because the arms are splayed back. I'm going to raise those matrix chambers up and move these in closer and let you see that on the right with the new one. You got a painted matrix, you got a clear one there. And that's how that stacks up. You can see those facial details really good. You got the busted head on the right. You got the old head on the left. And I'm going to have to do the same head mod because I want my busted up Optimus to be able to look up. Right now you can only look down, as I will demonstrate right here. This is as far as he can look up at the moment, and he can look up pretty far. It's pretty nice. Really wish that it was something that they had thought about so you didn't have to do all these mods to it. And to look at the back of the heads there, I'll look at that to come back down. So I got to do the same thing I did to this one to that one, and I hate doing that because this is an exclusive and not so easy to find. There was only 2 that came in the case. Of other absolutely positive notes, you do not have to do the heel fix whatsoever this time around. All the articulation, like I was saying, is the exact same. You do get the retool bits and pieces there and the extra paint work there on this guy that makes this, it just jumped out at me. And you had a solid box of this guy and you saw this with the clear plastic, and I'm a sucker for really good retools and repaint jobs. There's just no battle damage on his legs whatsoever, but I don't think there was any of that in the movie. And if you ever wanted to borrow an extra blaster, you could have a G1 Optimus dual wielding like he did in Revenge of the Fallen with this outstanding Studio Series mold. And I'm almost curious to see if they actually do a KO just like they did of everything else that cleans up the backpacks. I mean, the KO does clean it up with the Shatterglass, the Nemesis, and the MD-005 redo of this guy. And I don't think I've done the head articulation thing with them. I have to pull it back out again. I just wanted to keep the Hasbro stuff on the table. But this is just ugly after seeing what they did with the backside of MD-005. And at least the heels got fixed in this release. And now you can dual wield. You can have him busted up and injured. I got to get him to where he can look up still, because this guy can look up. A good deal there. And I just think that was the poor oversight on Hasbro's part, not being able to give their lead character and in the Autobot side the ability to look up. New Age and Magic Square do this beautifully, and we got only one other comparison we need to do now, and that's of Megatron and Optimus battling it out. In your display, however you want to see fit, you can do that. I just think this is really, really awesome. Can't wait for the 10th to get them both battle damaged and get them in some really good battle poses. And the light, guys. You've seen this song and dance. You know how this guy transforms because of this guy. And we already going to know how the battle damage when transforms because of this guy. This didn't turn out bad at all. Looks very G1 robot mode. You don't know that this actually turns into a tank until you actually get it back here. So this is awesome, guys. Let's get this battle damage Optimus into some final thoughts. Some final thoughts on the part 1 of the One Shall Stand while we're waiting on the One Shall Fall to come out. This is really, really cool. All the same. I like having the battle damage stuff coming closer to a close with the Studio Series from the 86 movie. And maybe they'll never again, try to off their main characters and that kind of thing and upset a bunch of 8-year-olds like they did back in 1986. But yeah, this is just a continuation of the dead, fallen, died trying Autobots from the 86 movie. And the cruel jokes. It's cruel to us because this guy is everything to us. And I don't know, man. It's just my own little take on it. It's upsetting to see him get wiped out in the Michael Bay verse stuff. And then they bring him back with a tube stock full of pixie dust. And anyway, Optimus has transcended time. Peter Cullen, you are the best. I don't think you'll ever see my videos at all, but you don't know how many of us really truly do love you. Same with you, Frank Welker. And if you're a completionist, you're going to want to grab all this stuff, guys. I still highly recommend, even though the prices is outrageous and whatnot, you could benefit for just waiting and seeing if they do this guy like they did MD-005. I have major FOMO at this point. Thanks again for watching, guys. Make sure to like, share, subscribe, all the stuff down below. Thanks again for watching, and look forward to doing that guy on the 10th. You guys have an excellent, safe week out there. Stay safe until all are one, guys. Thanks for watching.